Hey Leo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so take what works, leave what doesn't. If I don't, or even if I do catch your storyline, you feel free to check your other major placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and sometimes Venus. We're going to be doing the Oracle decks over here on YouTube. And then, if you want, if these resonate with you, you can go continue the story over on Vimeo. So let's see what we have for dear Leo. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. All right, well, we really wanted these cards, apparently. They're, let's see here. Oh, yes. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Leo, this is exciting. You have all of the exciting cards. So, all right. All right, well, let's... Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Something that you really want, you've been very devoted to it. You've been dedicated to it. I mean, maybe not in the like, you gotta do this every day or you're never gonna succeed kind of like hardcore way, but there's something you've worked on and you've been overall generally very dedicated to and devoted to. So it's something that you've really wanted. It's part of sort of your mission here on life, right, I hate those motivational guys that are like, this is so hardcore, you're gonna do this all the time. I really hate them because that's not how I operate at all. That's a great way for me to get injured, hurt, or whatever. So anyway, I don't get it. Some people love that crap, but devotion, but this is devotion. This is something that you have been somewhat devoted to. Did you do it every day? No, maybe not, but you've been overall devoted to something. You're already doing it. So we're not talking about something new that's coming into your life. We're not talking about a new person, or I kind of get this as an activity so far, like maybe a hobby or maybe a job or something like that you've been doing. Could be relationships though, right? We can be very devoted to relationships. So it's something that's already in your life that we're talking about. It's something you've already been devoted to. You've already gone part way down this path. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. Yeah, you're already doing it. You know this is something that you're devoted to, that you're passionate about, and you've been working towards it for a while. So we're not talking about a whole new trip here. Actually, I haven't seen this card for ages. Holy moly. Where you been, babe? Yeah, facing your true north, what you want, that North Star, your own inner guidance system. Birthing a new age. So here's where these two cards, it's something you're already doing. It's something that you've been very devoted to. We have birthing a new age, though, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So this isn't about a whole new idea. This is about radiating the idea. This is about bringing something new in that's already connected to something you're already doing. Starting a new thing, a new era. Maybe you're rededicating yourself to something that you have already been devoted to in the past. Maybe you're coming up with another way to approach the situation. Maybe you're taking some idea that you've had and you're starting to bring it into the real world. Like you've done a lot of thinking and a lot of prep work on this. It'll be interesting to see, I think, the traditional tarot spread and what sorts of cards come out. Because I can see some cards here. I can see sort of like an Ace of Pentacles here, where there's all this prep work and all this dream work that's already gone on into the vision, and now we're bringing it into reality. And then there's this ripple effect. So there might be something that you've been devoted to, you've been dedicated to, you've been doing it, and it's starting to have a ripple effect into your reality here. So something's shifting externally here about something you've been working on for a long time. And isn't that glorious? Like something you've been working on for a long time, shifting into a different gear, a different level, something like that, birthing a new era of what your dedication to this looks like. Take time to breathe out. So we are going to want to relax. A lot of people have gotten this message of sort of like the yoga message of getting into a pose and then relaxing into it. Like, okay, you're going to do this. So taking time to breathe out, disseminating mood. And then we have these quadruplets of excitement. So we have a win-win outcome is forecast, new moon in Libra. So, so when all is said and done, everyone's going to be pretty happy with the outcome. Balance, reciprocation, the efforts you put in being reciprocated. Whew, that's a beautiful vision right there. Emotions are running high. So these three, so this one's got just nothing but good, right? Nothing but good. These three can be anything, like good, bad, ugly, beautiful, gorgeous. We are birthing a new age. We're entering a new era. There may be some sort of threshold. I want to say like the cervix is dilated at a 10 here, and we're entering into a new era. There's been like 9 months of prep work here, and now we're really getting going on something that you've wanted to do for a long time. So it looks good. It looks good. Just relax, relax. It looks good. It looks like things are going to go well. But there's a lot of excitement here. We have fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. My experience with this card is that it's talking about something that's very exciting, and maybe slightly terrifying, maybe, you know, like opening night or something like that. Very exciting. A fiery climax approaches. So this can be good or bad or whatever, you know, we don't necessarily have to have labels on it, but it can be very exciting, a little bit dangerous, but it is something kind of exciting and unusual happening or different. It doesn't happen every day. It does not happen every day. Emotions are running high. You know exactly how you feel. This might be a very emotional situation. This exciting thing that happens, exciting either way, it's exciting thing that happens, it's going to be very emotional. I think this is why, like, breathe, breathe, right? If we're doing a birthing here, if something's getting birthed here, we're going to definitely want to be connecting with our breath and trying to stay in front of something by breathing our way through it. Something exciting. Emotions are going to be running high. Breathe, 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 just breathe, breathe, breathe. You're going to, in some ways, you know, my favorite mantra I've received is just all that's asked of you is to breathe. So breathe through whatever exciting and intense thing is happening. And then we have expect powerful change. This is amazing. This does almost look like a birth, like a fully 10 centimeter dilated birth canal here. And we're birthing a new age. So I'm not the one that introduced this like really graphic, at least for those of those that have given birth, a really graphic metaphor here, but this looks like a birth. Like we're going to be able to note the time and place where this thing was born, where this thing emerged into reality. It's something you've been working on for a long time, and it's emerging into reality. There's going to be it's a big change. You know, just going with this metaphor, you're changing from being, you know, a daughter, a person, just you, to being you plus a mother now. Like you are there's this huge change of something that's been in the works for a long time that you've been working on, maybe going to classes about, maybe trying to figure out about. I mean, this can't be a birth for everyone, but there is such a strong metaphor here as far as like giving birth to something, right? Emotions are running high. The change is going to be powerful. It's going to be exciting, and everyone's going to be okay in the end. And definitely stay in contact with your breath here. So whatever you're bringing from sort of an idea state or a preliminary state into something much more real, make sure you're breathing through it and you're ready. Like this is a destiny. Like both of these are something that's called to you, a destiny that's called to you for a long time. That's that you've really worked on. You already know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. So if this isn't the message for you, that's okay. But you already know what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's throw in. So these cards are dangerous cards. They can, like my urban crows, they can change a message, flip a message. Haha. As it flips. Yeah. Okay. And right, sometimes, you know, I go through the cards one by one. That's how I have to do it, but sometimes the message at the end is a little different than the one at the beginning. It's interesting. Okay, that's all we want from that deck. Whew, good. Release. So it's time to breathe out. Stop holding your breath for something, letting something go, moving on, right? We have this like period of look at, they're soaring away. They're moving away from a place. They've released something. There might have been maybe letting go of expectations, letting go of maybe releasing something. I mean, if this is like a project, a book, maybe even a resume you've worked on for a long time, letting it out into the world, releasing it. That's usually I see like an emotional release, but in this case I'm seeing sort of like a releasing something into the wild, like some kind of dream you've had, and letting it soar, letting it move, opening up the cage door and releasing something into the wild, be it a child, a book, a film you made, a song, a resume, you know, something like releasing it into the wild is what I'm seeing here, is letting something that's been held in secret, worked on privately, letting it emerge, letting it, it's like a debutante ball or something. It's like, all right, go date, kiss your 1,000 frogs before you find the good one. So that's what I'm seeing with that, is that we have more of a releasing something into the wild, birthing something. Release is such a good metaphor for birthing. So often, you know, during that whole process, it can be difficult. People can clamp down, can refuse the process, and release, open. Those are two great mantras for any kind of birthing process. Like a bird, so something has been held back and held within, something that has wanted to fly free, wanted to move forward, some sort of communication. So that's giving me a hint that this could be, yeah, some sort of form of communication, some connection or something, right? It has been held back. So, right, we have throat chakra showing up really strongly in this card over and over again. We have something in the future, but it's been held back and now you're being asked to release. So there's been a holding on to something, a clinging to something, and now you're being asked to let it go, to breathe out, to exhale. I think part of this breathe out, breathing out, is speaking. Also, right? That we do that through an exhale, through breathing out. We release our message. We release something on our minds, something that we've thought a lot about. So exhaling, giving into the world something that's we maybe have held back. So I see this like hold and release. Like if we're talking about this, release this. You've been choking back some sort of idea, some sort of thought, some sort of message, and it is time to let go of that and let that fly free and move forward. Elixir of life. This is about, this is just a reminder actually to take pleasure in having incarnated at this time, having a body and making sure you're nourishing your body, nurturing your body, and allowing your body to experience the pleasures that life has to offer, because there's a lot of pain and suffering here, whether we like it or not. And right. And like whether you like it or not, some people I guess do. So just a reminder to take care of yourself and take care of your body and nurture yourself, especially. So this is like, if you're giving birth, if you're in this process of releasing something, of this powerful change, these intense emotions, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're enjoying the pleasures of life. You're nurturing yourself. You're stopping to smell the roses. You're enjoying as much as you can every minute. Like, I guess this feels like a little bit intense here, possibly. It doesn't have to be. I mean, that's what the breathing out is, and the breathing out and the releasing whatever you've been sort of holding in or trying to hold back, releasing that. So just making sure that you're connecting with yourself, connecting with your, what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel good to have, to be here. So because the rest of this looks slightly intense. I mean, how could this not be an intense reading with a fiery climax, emotions running high, and powerful change? Like, this is just like, I feel like we've got a ram coming into this world here, ramming its way through this this dilation here. We're birthing, but everyone's going to be okay. Everyone's going to be happy in the end. So, so if you are like giving birth to something, this would be like making sure, you know, someone's wiping your brow and putting pressure on your back, and you know, maybe getting out the birthing tub for an easier time here. Just making sure that throughout this process you're caring for yourself and you're trying to make yourself feel as good as you can. All right, Leo, if that resonated with you, or if not, and you're just curious, come on over to Vimeo and join me over there. And if not, I'll see you in a while.